GH Dog TV, your number one TV for all dog lovers.
My name is Cyrus. I'm Pontabidu of Alpha Handy Kennel. Keep watching GH Dog TV.
Greetings, my name is Solo Wan. You can call me the dog blogger, and this is GH Dog TV, your number one dog TV for all dog lovers. If this is your first time of watching a video on this channel, you kindly subscribe to our channel and then you hit on the notification bell icon for more exclusive and amazing dog content. You can also follow us on all of our social media handles on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at GH Dog Blogger, and also log on to our official website at www.ghdogblogger.com. This program is proudly sponsored by Eminent Dog Feed and Puppy Milk. You want the right dog feed, very nutritious dog feed for your dogs, just link up with Eminent Dog Feed. And if you also have puppies, you want puppy milk, link up for their puppy milk as well. You can contact them on the numbers on our screen: 0244 820 350, 0244 820 350. Today I happen to be at one beautiful kennel. This kennel is filled with lots of top quality dogs, and trust me, you're going to love it. So before we get inside, we get to my favorite part where we check out the dogs. Let's go for a quick commercial break. We'll be back shortly. My name is Solo Wan. You can call me the dog blogger. Looking for a complete, balanced and highly nutritious feed for your dogs? Then your answer is here. Feed Eminent. Carefully composed and filled with a high level of protein of animal origin, Eminent Dog Feed provides your dogs with the adequate amount of energy to keep them in the perfect condition. Contact Eminent Dog Feed on 0244 820 350. Looking for quality? Feed Eminent. Okay, welcome back from that quick break. Today, the name of the kennel that I'm visiting is Well Done Kennels. Well Done Kennels, and this kennel is filled with lots of bullies, Boerboels, Great Dane, and many other breeds. And I'm right here with the boss man. So, boss, let me allow you to introduce yourself and the whole crew to my lovely viewers.
Okay. Thank you, Solo. My name is Louis. And on my left is Isaac. Isaac is responsible for the day-to-day upkeep of the dogs. And then to your right is Vincent. Vincent is more like the brain, behind much of what we do. So that's the team you are speaking with today. Yes.
That's very beautiful. And coming here, I've seen a lot of beautiful dogs. Now, before we start up, we build up, and then we get to my favorite part where we check out the dogs and show the dogs to my lovely viewers. I like to ask you how your love for dogs began. I like us to build it from the scratch.
Okay. So my love for dogs started primarily from my love for nature. I'm sure you can see that the kennel and our property is full of greens and all of that. So anything plants and animals really excite me. So growing up, I've had different, types of, pets, from, fishes to birds, to cats. And then at a point, my dad himself had been a very, a good lover of dogs. So it started from there. But my very up-close contact with dogs started about, 8 years or so ago, as a means of security. Yes, so we went into that side. We used to be at a place where crime was on the increase, and it was an estate, and every now and then people were being visited by, armed robbers. So we needed to get dogs for security. And at the time, I normally would want to contact people who are well versed in an area before I make a decision. So I asked a few people, the the best dog to get for, security. And I always went for the ultimate dog. And then people were like, okay, then the best will be Pitbulls. But Charlie, they are crazy like that. They're like, you forget about that bit. I want the dog that would do the job, for me. So people started recommending Pitbulls, but they would add the dangers it came with. And I felt that, well, for me, I'll just have a way of transferring that danger to the intruder and then protecting myself, and the family. So I started with the Pitbulls, but primarily that's how my love for dogs started. Yes, for security, though I love plants and animals, and then the commercial aspect also came in much later. Yes.
Okay, so if I'm getting it well, the first dog you got personal, even though you grew up with pets, the personal dog you got for yourself was a pit bull.
Yes, was a pit bull. One of my very good friends is called Henry Jampo. Yes, it was Henry who led me to one senior of ours in school. He's currently in the US, and then we went to get that dog. But even at the time, it was my wife who chose that dog, and I allowed her to choose it because, of course, she would be the one who would spend much time with the dog. So once she chooses what she likes, it helps in the upbringing of the dog. So our first dog was a pit bull, yes. Then a Boerboel came in. Then a Great Dane came in. Then an American Bully came in. We could go on and on.
Lovely viewers, trust me, I'm sure you're loving the build up to the whole conversation. He's mentioned a couple of breeds just right now, but we're going to build it up slowly, and you're going to really get to know all about it. So, boss, as you were saying, you went to get the pit bull for security. I know there are lots of dog breeds around, but what did they say about the pit bull that got you? Because you could have gotten a Rottweiler or any other breed.
So I'm not boss, I'm Louis. For the purpose of this,
I always prefer saying boss, man.
No. I mean, if you are looking for the boss in the area we find ourselves, you are the boss. So maybe just call me Louis and I'll call you the boss. But then, like I said, I went for the Pitbull because it was the general perception out there. You can just ask anyone, which dog is extreme when it comes to, guarding. They'll mark the Pitbull, but then they would have some misconceptions, as I'll call it, around it. And I think at this point, if you want to get a dog for yourself, try it for yourself as against what people will say, because we all experience these dogs differently. They'll have their own temperaments, they have their oown requirements when it comes to their upbringing and all of that. So depending on how you bring the dog up, that's what will determine how they would behave. Pitbulls and American Bullies are a breed of dogs that would require a lot of attention, a lot of training, and all of that, because they have high, levels of energy. So if you don't have the time to bring them up right, then those energies could be channeled into something, else. So that's what I would say. Yes.
So getting the pit bull for the first time, how was the experience like? Did you face any challenges of that sort?
The only challenge I would say I faced was that the dog protected the family with their life. Yes, because I mean it was my favorite dog, and a few other friends also found it as their favorite. That dog was called Sniper. It was a dog that, I could go anywhere in the world and, my family will feel safe, because you can't come into the house. And there's nothing better than having a dog that that you can go to sleep. Respect to whatever everyone is keeping, but some people have certain dogs that they would want to beef it up with other means of security and all of that. You can get some of these dogs and take away your wire, electric fence and all of that, and the job, will be done. And like I said, their energy levels are second to none. They fight till the end and all of that. But then the the aggression, like I would say, is not towards the owners, it's towards the intruder. So if you are looking for a dog that would be gentle with your family and be gentle with criminals too, then you are not really looking for protection. But it should be an inverse kind of relationship. It should be gentle towards you, and then it should be extreme towards the intruder. That kind of thing.
Okay, nice one. Now I'll come back to you, but let me get to this boss man here as well. Boss, I also like to ask you, I know you're also part of the crew and all of that. He says you are the brain behind this kennel. I like to ask you,
advisor. Though I don't always listen to him. Yes. Yes. He can say we should go for 2 females, and I'll go for 2 males instead. Yeah.
I'm loving this.
Just clarify a few things on that one. So yeah, okay. So I personally don't know if I'm the sole brain behind it. Louis and I have been friends for a while now, and I think we got close when I sold a dog to him a couple of years back, and since then we've been friends since then. But I think even though he owns quite a number of breeds, I think I'm more inclined towards the Pitbulls and the Bullies. That's where my passion lies. So I think that was basically what brought us together. I think I want to believe we've been very good friends since then. Yeah.
If I'm getting it well, you also are a breeder.
I wouldn't call myself a breeder. I'm a dog man. I love dogs. If you're asking if I have dogs at my end, yes I do, but I won't classify myself as a breeder as at now. I'm a dog man. Yes.
You prefer being called a dog man. Okay, I'm sure my lovely viewers listening to how you came into contact.
He's a dog man and I'm a dog boy.
The dog man and the dog boy. I'm sure my lovely viewers are laughing over this right now. And I'm sure they'll also like to know. Let me ask you, how did your love for dogs also start? I also love them to hear your story.
Okay, so as far back as I can remember, I think I've been in love with dogs. I got my first dog at the age of 9 years old. I think I was in class 4 at that time. Yeah. It was basically an attempt to show responsibility. So I think I walked to a house with my brother then, and he helped me pick a pup. And at that time, I didn't really have a lot of workload in the house, if I may say so. But that was my sole responsibility. My sole responsibility was to take care of the dog. And since then, it just sparked off from then. So 9 years, and it's been quite a number of years. It's been quite a number of years, and I don't regret any of them. I've had quite a number of dogs in my care, and I don't regret any of those years. It's a lot of work, but it pays off. It pays off. Yeah. It pays off emotionally. It's not. I'm not talking about cash. I'm talking about emotional payments. Like, it pays off a lot. I remember when I lost that dog I got at 9 years. I lost him. I was in class 4 at that time. I lost him when I was in class 6 or so. I remember I cried. I really, really cried. I really cried. And since then, I think I have. That's basically it. My parents, my siblings, I'm from a long line of dog lovers, so everybody seems to appreciate and love dogs. So yeah, basically that. So probably it might have been an inbred thing, maybe from my dad or so. So it's, everybody in my house is quite affiliated to dogs. Yeah.
I can see that it's really in the blood. But which breed was that particular dog?
That dog was you mean the one I got at age 9? Oh no, that dog was what we term as local dog here. Yeah. I think I didn't really get any foreign breed till 2010. Yes, till 2010. Yes, till 2010. Yes, I had quite a number of breeds. Boerboels, Rottweilers, and all. But I think there was a point when there was so much misconception about Pitbulls, Amstaffs, and all. And I really wanted to know why the whole thing, because everybody seemed quite scared about the dogs and all. So I devoted a lot of time in questioning people who own the breed, in reading a lot, in finding out. And I realized, man, no, there was so much wrong info out there about the dog. And I got one myself. And since then, I think that was that for me. I didn't want to win any other dog again. So for me, everybody who knows Vincent has been any of the Pitbull breeds, bullies. That is it. That is it for me.
What's that special thing about them that makes you love them?
I don't know if I can explain. I don't know if I can explain it, but without any offense. I I don't know if I can explain it, but I think the first one I got, like I said, it was out of the misconception. So I decided to try it out and see, is it true? I realized the dogs were not monsters. The dogs were not overly aggressive like the media made it seem. They were quite friendly, if I may put it that way, to people they know, family and all. They would go all out for people they love. And I'm someone who likes to walk a lot. So when the cool of the day, maybe early in the morning or very late in the evening, I like to walk a lot. And I realized that these dogs could go the distance. Whatever distance I wanted to go, they would go with me. And I think there was a day I met a woman from the US. I was holding two Pitbulls, without a leash. Two Pitbulls without a leash. And she was totally surprised. And she asked me how I was doing. And I told her, they were not trained to do it. They were, it's just a bond that I have with them. So because of that functionality of the pit bull, I think that was when I decided to stay with the breed. My love for bullies also came later after the pit bulls, and I think that was when I met Luis a couple of years ago, and we've hit it off since then. Yeah.
Nice one, and this has been the wonderful work by this wonderful team right here. Lovely viewers, the show is not ended at all. We'll get to my favorite part where we check out all of the dogs, and I'm sure you're going to love it. There's this beautiful dog right here, and I'm sure my lovely viewers are really admiring this fine dog right here. But then let me remind you that this program is proudly sponsored by Eminent Dog Feed and Puppy Milk. You want the right dog feed for your dogs, very nutritious. You want puppy milk for your puppies. Link up with them. Their number is on our screen, 0244-820-350. So we are still having the conversation, and let me get back to Louis as well, and then we proceed. I'd like to ask you, why the name Well Done Kennels?
Okay, so the name Donewell Kennels was inspired.
Okay, it's actually Donewell Kennels. Yes. Then I think I've been mentioning it wrong all along.
I think you mentioned Danwell. Okay. Yes. So Donewell Kennels was because, of course, it's an area that no matter what you do, you have to come up with a name. So one way or the other, you are forced to come up with something. So from the beginning, I most of these dogs, we imported them ourselves and all of that. But prior to that, I told you I bought my few earlier dogs, if I should say, pardon my grammar, locally. And I got in touch with some very good kennels, and some kennels that were not too good. So, for instance, there was a kennel I visited, and we had already discussed the price and everything. I was supposed to close from work, go there, and then go and pick the dog. And it got to a point, all I was doing was collecting dogs. So at the point, I was banned from bringing, dogs to the house and all of that. But sometimes some of these dogs can be similar. So when I go and buy a new dog, when I get home, I look left, I look right, the madam of the house is not watching, then I leave the dog on the compound. So I would want to believe that she will find it to be, because if you bring another brindle of Coolio's age, they may look similar, but someone she has a way of knowing that this dog looks nice. Hey, that kind of thing, because I bought a dog though. I'm not supposed to be buying it, and I have to find a way of, fitting it into the environment, because I can tell you these dogs are very, expensive, and you have a lot of things, to sacrifice in order to, get them. So sometimes some family members, may have different needs than getting the dog. And as the head of the family, you sometimes would have to respect those decisions, even though you go collecting, them. So that's it. And in my quest for collecting these dogs, I went to some places where I felt it's either a problem of hygiene, a problem of quality, issues relating to honesty, or the love for the breed themselves, from where they sleep, what they eat, and all of that. So then we thought that if it's something we have to do, then we have to do it very well. So that's where the name Donewell Kennels came from. We just picked it from the space we found ourselves, and then, yes, we used it. Yes.
Wow. So that's where the name comes from, Danwell. If it must be done, then it must be done well. Now let me get to this boss man right here. There's another dog right here as well. Okay, boss. Let me ask you in our local dialect. Una oshe mwani so nyina wa ha. Enti be pese bi so obi share say obedwe say unsuro ti moye a wo handle wo nyina sa unsuro because mo e wa hanom no omo do so pa.
Oh yeah, no crime na me show omo de ba say den ko fo hu na say hu no say dan hu sa obana ni rana na say Mr. Lewis e de ne chile say ko na ko hwe na so de ko omo bu animu a When you just 2-3 days now, I think say they were also no about no on betima person but I obey on be abia so be bo mo betiti omo duane sam nkoye ne omo chenkrini no enkoye omo so on be fa bufu bu on so be fa time bi omo a obey omo so ani nje ba ono mo play kama dia omo so no tena kama
Ubekani say just as say nipa wo feelings na mo an so was our feelings ni bia say when treating here ono so betimi a reverse action
so have penalty mo an feelings no kwa ano ye dene because why aboa de by one team treating here and I said the open one farmer na ono no on nya ntubu ase bi nya na say bia ubesesa na say bi sa obetimi that taking action but who so ya aboa no be mo ani akono no treating here na duane sem na dwale Bibia so mo ani kono na ono so eden elibu beta na ne hoto no.
Nice one. Now your friend say aboa bi aba Kennel have fufro like a new dog a wabama. Wo hu ama like one gas wo hu ama o show da.
No, me share bi ada because the dog say if you had there me nya hu different dog bi a o chen if you had there no. Yeah, nti dogs ne there. The we bi a no I think say ono share there na se. Nti me suluna na say nyi hu. I can say for now with me fear. Until I miss a different one. Miss
your friend is saying so. Also, you I thought that your stories be about Omo motion camera, be seeing a Kennel boy. I'm one you see on your new may a foot to bang. I would be man or be a person a Kennel boy, and I say will be a or managing aspects of Kennel near the. Which advice would you like to give to them?
Foot to Accra, mini animal say. Like ade bia na nkakra na adwuma bia ni we ase anya dene se wo starting for fala be hu ni se dene ba nkakra na akomu no be hu no normal na so bitima ye na bibia nso ya abotere bia akodi aniema bia chi mipewe mi ese wadamfo bi kura bitima se na o young boy na bia akọ adwuma wonte adwuma na se nti adwuma na be ne dene se wo ye se adwuma we obekeka nsem bi ba se wa adwum se opese wonya bibi free openi bi ho na se opese peni bi bua wa braboma ntubu ase ne abotre na odi be adwuma bia se de be ya onso da achi bi no nso se de pepe so no okuduye no obetimi wa atra ma se anase obetimi be ama obusuafo nso hu am omoni eden age nti obi biala na se bia obi so mebua no hwe ne kraman aboa biala na so mebua no ni fi ade bia no bia enokra nso ye se odi nokra manipa na no so bebua nokra ade ba ko bia se ya se enya eye bema adwuma na ye na akoso ba wa ndi nokra nso wa ho be kirew e wa adwuma na eden uye ni ba odi nokra ho be han ti obi biala bia opese o ye sa adwuma bia enye enkrama adwuma nko adwuma biala ya be so ye bia nokra wu ma ho to e ma ho eden kirew ti mi so idea kakra mbo no.
Nice one, lovely viewers. This is coming from the boss man. He's really talking about honesty with the work you are doing. He's talking about treating the dogs right, not just limited to dogs, but in any aspect of work. He's talking about being honest, doing your work diligently and all of that, and I've really loved what he said. Boss, bless up for these kind words. Michelle Bebre. Then boss man, before we wrap up the interview and then we get to check out the dogs and everything, I'd like to ask you about this question. How many dogs do we have in this kennel in total?
I have lost count, but they should be amazing. Okay. So about 24, and then there are puppies as well. Yes. I love dogs, don't I?
You sure do. And you have, I think, should we mention the breeds?
Okay, so we have Boerboels. Most of my dogs are all pedigree, dogs, or even if not, should I say, high-end quality, dogs. We have Boerboels, we have Pitbulls, we have American Bullies, we have Rottweilers, we have the Maltese, we have what do you call this one making the noise behind, a Great Dane, and then a Doberman. Yes, yes. So like I said, I've been biased towards the bullies and then the pitbulls, but the likeness started from there. So I started liking pitbulls, then it came to bullies, then pitbulls, then I think what do you call it, Boerboels. Then it came to bullies. From bullies, it got to Great Danes. Later to what do you call it, Rottweilers, and then you can see behind us we have what do you call it, a Doberman as well. Then for the kids, a Maltese. I hope I don't travel beyond, but it's a lot of investment. Yes, it's a lot.
Very, very true. Very, very true. And since you have lots of bullies right here, before we go up, I'd like my boss man Vincent here to tell us something about the bully breed. Maybe somebody might be seeing the bully for the first time. Before we wrap up and then check out the dogs, I'd like you to tell my life if you're something about the American bully.
Okay, so basically the bully, it's quite related to the pit bull, like he said. So it can be regarded as a pit bull breed, or as a pit bull family. So for a couple of minutes ago, he was talking about misconceptions. One major misconception is that people think pit bull is a breed. So pit bull itself is not, it's a generic name. It's like saying toothpaste. So for toothpaste, you can have so many things on that. You can have close-up, maxam, whatever it is. Yeah, so under the word pit bull itself, a lot of dogs come under pit bull. So you can have the American pit bull terrier. You can have the American Staffordshire terrier. You can have the bully. But even with the bully, there are 4 different classes under the bully. You can have the pocket, you can have the classic, you can have the standard, and lastly, you can have the extra large. But basically, what Louis does here would be the classic and the standard. And basically, that's my preference too. And I'm not going to ask why. I know you're going to ask why, but basically, it's just that for me, I feel with the activities I do, they more suit those activities, my walks, my runs, my jogs, and all. They are more suited for those kind of things. Their functionality, everything about them just makes me want more of them. Yeah. So so basically that's basically it. If you give me the opportunity, I can go all. I can talk about bullies the whole day. Unless probably you ask me specific questions about them. Because if you give me the opportunity, I can talk about these things the whole day. Yeah. So unless you have specific questions, yeah.
So let's say if somebody is looking for a dog for the first time or something of that sort, you are going to recommend the bully, right?
For the first time owner. For a first time owner, I would have to do my background search on what kind of individual you are, because basically I don't sell my dogs to just about everyone. I really need to know where the dogs are going, because I would want to check up on the dogs often than not. I remember a couple of years ago I sold a dog to 2 dogs actually to Louise, and I remember we would be on phone almost every week, and it was like as if the dog was still at my end, because like constantly. So first of all, I would want to know where the dogs are going first. The lifestyle of the person also counts a lot, because I wouldn't just sell for selling's sake. Your lifestyle also counts. These are quite energetic dogs. If you can't get a time for them, they will be a handful. So I wouldn't recommend it for just about everyone, but I think the characteristics of the owner himself or herself also counts a lot. If the person is an outgoing person, lively person, why not? Yeah. Because if you coop the dog up in a cage the whole day, believe me, you are going to have quite a handful of trouble to deal with. And I say trouble underlined because I've seen what these dogs can do. Yeah, I've seen what these dogs can do. But if you allow them to get out there. You walk them, you play with them. Basically, there's nothing to worry about. Yeah.
Wow, lovely viewers, that is coming from the dog man Vincent right here about the American Bully. Now we'll be wrapping up and then we get to my favorite part where we check out the dogs and everything. But then boss, before we go, Louis, I would like you to drop out your social media handles, your contact, because I know somebody would see a dog, they would like to contact you for stud services. Maybe you have puppies available. Maybe somebody will call for advice and all of that. So I'd like you to drop all the contact details.
Okay, on social media, we are visible on IG with the handle Donewell Kennels, and then Facebook as well, Donewell Kennels. I think for what we do here, we believe these two handles are good enough. Yes. And on these handles, you'll find our contact numbers, both email and phone and all of that. Yes, and even WhatsApp. Yes. Or even communicate with us directly through those mediums as well. But we are very responsive on the IG pages and then on our WhatsApp. Page. I'm sure you can testify to that.
That is for sure, because we've been really chatting about it. So if you want to link up with Donewell Kennels, the number is on our screen. Just pick it up. Dial the number, give them a call. Puppy, advice, anything dog related, just link up with Donewell Kennels and you get everything sorted out. Now, boss man, before we go, I'd like you to say your final words to my lovely viewers. Anything, could be an advice, anything of that sort.
Okay. So I would want them to see Donewell Kennels as their preferred option when they want to get any dog of any breed, especially the ones we have here, because I'm sure you've been around for a while and you can see the effort that goes into our dogs. And like Vincent said, it's not an opportunity to make a quick, CD or something, but it's a whole lifestyle we are living with these dogs. So you can see this, what do you call it, a Boerboel. You can even virtually take it away. It's not something that is very common. We spend a lot of time in raising these dogs, right? So if you, just in case you are looking for a pet, if I should call it, and you are confused as to where to get it because you want the right quality, you want some amount of transparency, the right, relations and all of that, then you may want to consider us. And then also for our buying public to try to appreciate what we do, and then what our other colleagues who spend a lot of time raising these dogs do, and then sometimes try to offer something that will make up for it, not profit, but just to make up for it, because some of these dogs, the cost build-up will start from you buying the breeding pair, running certain checks on them, taking them through certain vaccinations. If you want to breed and you don't have the males, you pay for start, services. If you finish that and the female conceives, there are so many vitamins that will come in and all of that. And even before you pick up a puppy, I'm sure you can tell the vaccinations that will go in and the cost and the sleepless night. So sometimes it's good to connect with the breeder from that angle. Yes.
Wow. Nice one, lovely viewers. That's coming from the whole crew at Donewell Kennels. I'm sure you love the interview. Now, this is my favorite part. We get to see the dogs. My name is Solo Wan. You can call me the dog blogger. Let's go for a quick break and then we'll get to my favorite part. We check out the dogs. Looking for a complete, balanced and highly nutritious feed for your dogs? Then your answer is here. Feed Eminent. Carefully composed and filled with a high level of protein of animal origin, Eminent dog feed provides your dogs with the adequate amount of energy to keep them in the perfect condition. Contact Eminent Dog Feed on 0244 820 350. Looking for quality? Feed Eminent. Okay, welcome back from the break. Now we get to my favorite part where we check out all of the dogs right here at Donewell Kennels. And there's this beautiful girl right here. I'm already in love with this girl. Wow. I think I'm building a beautiful bond with this dog.
Yes. I mean, the name is Aria. She is a very friendly dog, but terrible when it comes to guarding and all of that. So Aria is not the kind of dog you can pass by, unattended. But once you are introduced as a visitor to the family, she's fantastic. And she likes a lot of attention. So you can see she's a high-end quality, Boerboel. And she's female, if I should add, yes.
How old is she and what do you like about her?
Aria is about 2 to 3 years. I think Aria is approaching 3 years or so. Yes, I got her from a friend, Kwame. Yes, and what I like most about her is that she eats well. She eats well, and then she is very intelligent as well. So I like that bit about her. Yes.
Nice one, lovely viewers. Let's check out this beautiful girl right here. So we move on to the next dog.
Okay, so this is a Great Dane. Yes, and she's called Sherry. Yes, we gave her that name because she's very beautiful. Yes, and we bred her ourselves. Yes, so this Sherry. Yes, she's a female Great Dane. Yes, and over there is, we call her Oshin. Okay. Yes, a female Doberman. They get along very well. Some way, somehow. We don't know how they form the bond, but they get along really well. So that's Oshin and Sherry. Yes.
That's Oshin and Sherry right there. Lovely viewers, check these beautiful dogs right here. A Doberman and a Great Dane. Okay, boss, and what about let's start with our lovely friend here.
Okay, so here we have our almost 4 years old boy. His name is Cash. And these are his two offsprings, female, 7 months old. That's Mira, and that's Maya. Okay, then. Yeah.
Mira and Maya.
Yeah.
All American Bullies.
Yeah, all American Bullies. So this would be what you refer to as the standard bully. Yes. For the bully classes, we basically use heights to classify them. So we have the pockets that would basically be anywhere lesser than 17 inches. So you're looking at 16 inches to about 14 inches. That would be a pocket bully. Then you have the classic and the standards. They would range between 17 and 20 inches. But the only difference between the classic and the standard is that the classic would have a slighter, smaller frame than the standard. Then you have the XL, which is the biggest bully we have. That would be above 21 and above, actually. Yeah.
Nice one, lovely viewers. Now let's check out these beautiful American Bullies right here. Standard American Bullies right here.
So here we have two of our dogs here. We have Omanye, a male, who happens to be an American Bully. And we have a female here, Mandy, who happens to be an American Staffordshire Terrier. Yeah, so two different breeds. Yeah. So like I said a couple of minutes ago in the video, where the bullies are were gotten from the staffs on the Pitbull. So this would be a typical example of an arm staff, and that would be Omanye. Omanye would be about about 6 years. 6 years right now. No, I'm mistaken. About 4. Yeah, Omanye will be about 4. Sorry, Omanye will be about 4 years. Yeah. Okay, so here we have Chicago, who happens to be brother to Cash, the one that's just left. He's also 4 years old, also an American bully. And there you have Coco. She is of a different male and female, not from the litter. Shout outs to BHK, Bully House Kennel. She comes from Flip. Yes, also an American bully. As you can see, very active. Can play like this very much the whole day. The whole day. Very sweet girl. Straight top line. Amazing features. Very nice dog. Very. Okay, so that's Snow White, one of our Amsterdams we have here. She's about 5 years old. Very calm dog, very obedient. There's nothing you can't hate about this dog. There's nothing. There's complete lady.
Okay, Louis, and what about our lovely friend here too as well?
Okay, this a pedigree Rottweiler. She's called Remy. Yes.
What do you love about Remy? How old is she as well?
Remy is approaching 2 years, if I'm correct. Yes, she's very confident and very intelligent as well. And above all, she's pretty. Yes. So that's about Remy. Yes.
Lovely viewers, check out.
Check her out. She's friendly.
Very friendly Rottweiler here. Wow. Lovely viewers, check out Remy.
When it gets to guarding duties, she's a different, entity altogether.
Nice one. Lovely viewers, check out Remy. So this is what we have for you today on GH Dog TV. On today's episode, we visited Donewell Kennels, and I'm sure you love the scenes, you love the conversation we had right here. In case this is your first time of watching a video on this channel, kindly subscribe to our channel and then you hit on the notification bell icon for more exclusive and amazing dog content. And then you can also follow us on all of our social media handles on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at GH Dog Blogger. In case you want to link up with GH Dog TV, you can pick the number on our screen 055-328-4056. This program was proudly sponsored by Eminent Dog Feed and Puppy Milk. You want the right dog feed for your dogs, nutritious puppy milk for your puppies. Link up with them 0244-820-350. 0244-820-350. My name is Solo Wan. You can call me the Dog Blogger. Catch you another time.
GH Dog TV, your number one TV for all dog lovers.